Championship in the Xfinity Series. This will be win number 2 on the 2022 season. And Justin Allgaier is going to win in Nashville.
Wanted to win in Las Vegas for a long time, boys. And that was a butt kicking. Awesome job. Awesome job. Thank y'all boys so much, man. Never.
There's a good push down there on the inside. Kurt Busch is going to go down into turn 1 side by side. Kyle got blocked. Nowhere for him to go.
Blaney has moved up to third and contacted into the wall. Brad Keselowski gets into the wall. 2 to go. Chase Elliott wins.
Yo, baby. Good stuff, boys. Thank you, guys.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first edition of the Locks Don't Lie Weekend Preview Show. I am your host, Tony Betts. I'll be joined by Tony NASCAR in just a few minutes. Why don't we do a quick recap of last week? Tony NASCAR was on absolute fire last week, cashing 2 out of his 3 outright bets with Justin Allgaier plus 500 and Chase Elliott plus 900. We got P2 in the Truck Series race last week. That's a P2, P1, P1. Get the brooms out for Tony NASCAR. He's sweeping the weekend. Enough about last weekend. It's time to move on to some winners for this weekend. To preview all the action at Road America this week, why don't you help me welcome on Tony NASCAR?
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Tony, as you know, 2 races this weekend. Why don't you go ahead, hop right in, and start previewing the Xfinity Series race?
That's right, Tony. We have an Xfinity Series race this Saturday. Drop the green flag, 1:30 local, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, God. Let me take this off. I ain't tight it. All right, that's much better. Green flag, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, 1:30 p.m. local time for the Xfinity Series race on Saturday afternoon. Let's quickly highlight some of the Cup drivers that are in this race. We have Kyle Larson and Tyler Reddick. Kyle Larson's an obvious favorite. If it's got 4 wheels and a steering wheel, Kyle Larson's going to be the favorite. Plus 275, not much value in that number. Kyle Larson going to be in great equipment. HendrickCars.com on the hood as usual. I just don't know if I can bring myself to betting that plus 275. Tyler Reddick, plus 2,000. Big long shot number, but that car has not been very good recently. But Tyler Reddick has been fast at Road America. Might want to consider a little sprinkle on Tyler Reddick. The Dinger, the Road Ringer, A.J. Allmendinger. There ain't much else to say. Plus 350, Barstool Sportsbook, pre-qualifying, pre-practice. He is the Road Ringer of the race. Ty Gibbs, plus 700 at the Barstool Sportsbook, pre-qualifying and practice. I think he has the best equipment in this race. The only other equipment that you could possibly argue against him would be the Dale Jr. cars, and I think Joe Gibbs has got his grandson the greatest equipment in this field, and Dale Jr. has just got a better talent pool of drivers. I'm looking at you, Sam Mayer. Speaking of junior motorsports and long shots, let me go over Noah Gragson plus 1,200. I think that's excellent value for how good of a driver in general Noah Gragson is. I think he's a top talent driver in this field, along with having some of the best equipment in this field. He's not a bad road racer. He came from 36th last year all the way up to 6th. Whoa. Noah Gragson? Yes, Noah Gragson. Well, all right. Okay. Well, let's move on. And why don't you go ahead and preview the Cup Series race for this weekend? All right. The Cup Series. Quick Trip 250. Greatest gas station on earth. I'm looking at you, Wawa. Let's go over some of the drivers I like pre-qualifying and practice. Of course, the 2 favorites, the 2 Hendrick drivers, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, plus 500, plus 700 respectively. Chase Elliott has been an absolute animal on these road courses. Since getting his first win at Watkins Glen in 2018, he has an average finish of 8.6 at road courses, and if you take out his 3 bad finishes at Sonoma, the Indy road course, and the Roval, he has an average finish of 2.66. Absolutely dominating these races. Kyle Larson plus 700. Like I said, if it's got 4 wheels and a steering wheel and Kyle Larson is racing it, he's going to be one of the favorites in that race. Another one of the favorites I want to highlight here, Ross Chastain plus 850. I feel like I've been betting the Trackhouse guys all season, but it's been profitable, so we're going to keep doing it. Ross Chastain plus 850. Give me a little bit of Daniel Suarez down there. We'll highlight that later. Ross Chastain was number 3 in green flag speed last year, number 7 in average green flag speed last year. That's not that impressive, but he's always strong at the road courses. The Trackhouse cars have been strong all season, so there's no reason to not take a decent number, plus 850. So there's no reason not to consider the Trackhouse guys. The Dinger, the Road Ringer, A.J. Allmendinger. Like I said earlier, excellent road course racer. Up in the Cup Series, he's driving this car for Colleague Racing during the road courses, so he's always expecting to go up front. He puts more pressure on himself to win these road course races than I think any of the fans or the media expect him to do. So expect him to be trying to run up front and running up front all weekend long. Austin Cendrick, plus 1,500. I love Austin Cendrick. I'm not sure if it's from all the money he made me over the years in the Xfinity Series. I'm not sure if it's from that Daytona 500 ticket.
Cendrick is going to bring them to the line way up high to block Ryan Blaney, and at the line, Cendrick.
Whatever it is, I am infatuated with Austin Cendrick. He has not been that good since that Daytona 500 win, but he's a very good road racer. Flat out dominating some Xfinity Series races while he was down there. Won this race in Xfinity last year. 5th at Sonoma, 8th at COTA, with some laps led at COTA in this number 2 car that he's racing this season. You got to consider a little bit of Austin Cendrick, plus 1,500. And then, like I said earlier, Suarez, plus 1,400. He got the chip off his shoulder at Sonoma. Should have won at COTA. Give me some Suarez. Tyler Reddick, plus 2,200. Another long shot in this race. I love Tyler Reddick this week. Needs to get that win sometime. You know he's going to get that win. I have been quoted of saying I'm going to bet Tyler Reddick every week until he wins. And if I get plus 2,200 every week, it's going to end up profitable one of these weeks. 5th in average green flag speed last year, 1st in total green flag speed last year, and 1st in average segment speed last year. Give me Tyler Reddick plus 2,200. That is an official bet. The final guy I want to go over, and the man I think is being the most disrespected, another official pick, pre-practice, pre-qualifying, Wild Bill Byron. I don't know what the hell they are doing with these odds at plus 2,500, but they need to put some respect on my guy Wild Bill. Pole in this race last year. P1 in stage 1. P2 in stage 2. Should have won this race if it wasn't for late race issues that were out of his control at the end of the race. Should have won at the Roval without Tyler Reddick plowing him in the back end. Give me Wild Bill Byron plus 2,500. And now that we have all of my official picks, why don't we go ahead, step aside, bring Tony Betts back on in here. Tony, why don't you go ahead and close out the evening? I appreciate all of you guys for watching. And Tony Betts. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. As you can see, we here at the Lockstone Live Studios are very excited for this weekend's races at Road America. Make sure you guys stay locked into the Action app or the YouTube for the most up-to-date picks, as Tony NASCAR will be releasing picks after practice and qualifying for each of the sessions this weekend. For everybody here at Lockstone Live Studios, I'm Tony Betts. May the winners be yours. Locks don't lie.